Hello, I am Tana. It's Tuesday, October the 29th. We begin with local news. Today marks the 9th anniversary of the coronation of Cambodian King Phra Bat Phra Paramnit Norodom Sihamoni. The Cambodian monarch ascended the throne on October the 29th, 2004. Cambodians nationwide enjoy the holiday to celebrate this anniversary.
It's been 9 years since Cambodian King Phra Paramnit Norodom Sihamoni ascended the throne. The 29th of October marks the 9th anniversary of the king's coronation. Even though no significant events were organized, Cambodians nationwide enjoy the public holiday to celebrate the anniversary. Cambodian political elites have sent well-wishing letters to the king. Cambodian Prime Minister Samdech Hun Sen wished the king good health, strength and longevity. On behalf of the government, Samdech Hun Sen thanks the king for his contribution to society and national development. King Norodom Sihamoni succeeded his father, the late beloved King Father Norodom Sihanouk. The king ascended the throne in 2004 after King Father Norodom Sihanouk abdicated.
The U.S. ambassador to Cambodia, William Todd, has urged Cambodian politicians to return to the negotiating table to serve the best interest of Cambodians. According to his blog, Todd said peaceful and constructive dialogue is a possible way to break the current political deadlock.
Soon after the opposition party's protest ended last week, the ambassador came forward calling for another round of talks between the Cambodian People's Party and the Cambodian National Rescue Party. This is according to the ambassador's blog in his column published on Sunday. The ambassador said the peaceful mass protest last week showed a good sign for democratic growth in Cambodia's history, and thus both major political parties need to return to the negotiating table to chart a way forward that is in the best interest of all Cambodians, and peaceful and constructive dialogue can and will overcome the current impasse, he says. The ambassador's message has been welcomed by the ruling Cambodian People's Party, the CPP. A CPP senior lawmaker, His Excellency Jim Yip, said his party is still open for talks with the opposition CNRP. This is according to a news report of a local news website, CEN, published on Tuesday. The report cited an anonymous CNRP official saying that the opposition party's stance is still to talk with the CPP. During the talks, the opposition will demand the creation of a committee to probe alleged election frauds, reform the National Election Committee, and demand the government implements the recommendations of the UN's Human Rights Special Rapporteur. However, His Excellency Samrisi, the CNRP's president, said his party has no intentions for talks with the CPP. His comments were made on Monday during a religious ceremony in Phnom Penh. However, the president will consider urging his lawmakers to return to the National Assembly.
When it comes to ease of doing business, Cambodia ranks at number 137 out of 189 countries in a report published by the World Bank. The ranking saw Cambodia dropping by 4 places compared to the previous rankings. In the Doing Business 2014 report, Cambodia still lags behind its neighbor Thailand and Vietnam, although it is above Laos and Myanmar. Singapore still sits at the top of the rankings.
Cambodia ranks 137th out of 189 countries in a report on the ease of doing business. The ranking saw Cambodia dropping by 4 places compared to the previous rankings. The report, entitled Doing Business 2014, is published by the World Bank and was released earlier this week. In the rankings, Cambodia lags behind its neighbors Thailand and Vietnam, but it still stands ahead of Laos and Myanmar. Singapore topped the global ranking on the ease of doing business. Joining Singapore on the list of the top 10 economies are Hong Kong, New Zealand, United States, and Malaysia. The report investigates the regulations that enhance business activity and regulations that constrain it. The report looks at a number of business factors, including starting a business, dealing with construction permits, getting electricity, registering property, getting credit, protecting investors, paying taxes, trading across borders, and enforcing contracts, among others. According to the report, when it comes to starting a business, Cambodia made it more difficult by introducing a requirement for a company name check at the Department of Intellectual Property. It also made it difficult by increasing the cost of both getting registration documents approved and stamped by the Phnom Penh Tax Department and for completing incorporation with the commercial registrar.
A beggar has surprised Sihanoukville residents with his talent at playing the drums. His creative drumming skills have not only brought him fame, but also cash. Let's take a look.
And here he is. Dressing like a professional drummer, but kind of dirty, he created his drum from simple tools. He has a water container as the snare drum, 4 colorful trays as hi-hats, and a pair of simple drumsticks. Though some residents said he has a mental illness, at least some dozens onlookers spend time to watch his talent. And it is a creative way to earn, well, quite good money.
That's all in part 1. When we come back, we will bring you more lighter news from the region and around the world. Stay tuned.